What's up? It's your girl Nisi, and I want to get into how I mark up my how I mark up on a daily time frame. You know, my previous candles, the high and low, current candles, high and low, whatever. Um, so with that being said, let's just get right into it. Okay, so um, as you can see, this is active. You see 7 hours, 31 minutes, 52 seconds, right? So when I come to the chart, what I'm doing is, no matter what I see, I'm marking up what I see. So it doesn't matter that the candle is still forming. Why? Because this is on a daily time frame, and we still have 7 hours and 30 minutes before it even closes. And I don't know about you, but I'm not trading for no 7.5 hours. So I just need to know what's going on within this candle. So I'm marking up the current candles, high and low. Current candles, high and low. Okay. Let's zoom in some more. Let's zoom in some more. So we got that out the way. That's easy. This is your current candle right here. Okay. I know the lines look are past this, but we're just looking at this, right? Now when we move down, what is the next low? Okay. This will be the next low right here. Now this is the previous candle. That's the next low. Now I know some people may have a strategy where you mark up the previous candles, like the actual previous candles, high and low, like this right here. Now, before I develop my strategy, this is actually how I develop it. Okay, let me explain. Because I would do this right here, right? But the current candle would have already like surpassed this. So once I drop down, it's like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing next, because once it breaks here, then what? Because I just have these lines, and this line is irrelevant now. That's just how I felt. So for me, I wanted to know where was it going to next. So I was like, okay, well, let me see if I marked up, still on the daily time frame, of course, the next area that it could be going to. And then once I started doing that, boom, added that to my strategy, and so on and so on, because I had my hour and 15 minute and all of that already set. But when I added that daily and doing it like that, changed the game. But anyways, so we have this candle, right? We have our high and our low. And if we look at the low, if if it decided to continue down, where could it be going? So we're going, boom, this is the next low. Okay, so we mark that up. Now, when it comes to the next high, hold on, let me do a longer line. Hold on. When it comes to the next high, okay, it already surpassed this right here. So it wouldn't be this high right here. If we look here, this high already surpassed that. Keep going back. We're just going to keep going back. Now we look at this high is the same. This is the equal high. This is the same high. So that can't help us either. And if we keep going back along this line, because this line is our current candle's high, we keep going back along this line. What do we have? We have this right here. This is the first candle above this line, above our current candle's line. So we will mark that. We will mark that there. And that will be it. Then you drop down, and then you mark up everything to see what it wants to do. You see how it's, first off, we already have multiple wicks here, so this is a decent area here. Look, we keep going back. Look, wicks. So this is it has some strength here somewhere. Even look, it broke here, it came back and still retested this area before it decided to come back up to the next area that it retested, and now it's rejecting off of that. Okay, so these are valid areas, of course, in my opinion. But yeah, let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. So We come to gold, and same thing. Our current candle. I'm telling you, that's the easiest thing to mark up. Just don't worry about it forming, still forming, because we still got however many hours that you have left. Um, when you whatever time you come to the market, because this is on a daily time frame. This is all day. So you have your current candles high and low, right? What is the next low from your current candles low? For this right here is this low right here. That's a good placement right there. Now if I zoom out, hold on, I keep forgetting to use this one. Okay. Now I'm zoomed, or zoomed in. I'm sorry. We can see we surpassed this high here, this right here. So we wouldn't want that. Now, if we do see this area right here, okay, you see that high right there, right here. Now, if we were to mark that one up and we drop down, look how close that is. Now, this is gold. So for me, imagine it broke right here. And for me, I like to get 10 ticks off of gold. This area here, that high there doesn't give me that, because if it broke above, and sometimes gold like to break, and if it did that, look where my profit goal is. This wouldn't be an area, not an area I would want to target, because I'm looking to get 10 ticks. So that wouldn't work. Now, if I go back some more, because again, this is our current candle here. Now we go back, that one didn't work. That was too close. We go back and we'll go here. We drop down. Good. This is a good way to see if this is a good area or not. If you're able to get your tick value or your profit goal, whatever the case may be, your risk to reward, however you however you want to place your trade, if you can get what you're looking for within this zone, then that's a good area. But again, we're looking at this one here. 10 is right above the line. I wouldn't want that either. Like, I want something to really give some room, because again, if it broke above, because we don't know where it will want to break, if it want to pull back and then push up, but we still have this area right there. It could be a little tricky, because then you'll be looking at it and it may stop you from getting in, because you may feel like, oh, once it come here, it's going to reject or anything like that. But yeah, so that wouldn't work either. We're right at 10 there. So we keep going over again. So this one didn't work. That was too close. This one just wasn't enough. It was barely enough here. Now, again, we're going to the next one. The next one here is that one there. Now, if we drop down here, look at the room there. Now, if it decided to break, what do we get? We're getting 33 ticks here. Even if it decided to break and close halfway. If this is even half, I don't know where half is, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it broke here and maybe it came, retest, then came back up. Still getting 22 ticks out of this. It broke here and close, 30 here, close, 35, maybe right at this line here, almost 40, because I like to round. So that's more than enough. So that would be a good area for me. So again, you got your current candle, high and low. Doesn't matter if it's still forming because again, it's on a daily. Then look where the next low could be from your current candle. So we're looking at, this is the current candle here. Current candle low here. Okay. Where is the next low? If we go backwards and we look, this here is the next low. So we got this here. Then we got the next low here. Now to mark up the high, current candle's high. Okay. Current candle's high here. And we know that this high right here, we know that high wouldn't work. Why? Because it's too close. This high wouldn't work. Why? Because you basically saying it's too close too, because we can't get enough ticks out of that. So we keep going back. Just keep going back to candles. Keep going back until you feel there's a good amount of space. It's not just about the space, just a good amount of tick value within this area here. So that's why and how we got this area right here. Now I can do another one, a random pair, I guess. So we're on a daily. Okay, the high of the current candle, the low of the current candle. Where is the next low? Keep going, keep going. It's not this one, even though that's not our, previous anyways, the first candle to the left. So boom, that's the next low. Okay, and then even here, if we were on this candle here, this wouldn't be the next low because we already surpassed that. We'll keep going. This would be the next low. Now we have our high. Let's see if we can find the high. So scroll in. So this is our current candle's high right here. What's the first candle above that? This right here. Let's see if that's enough room there. Now I don't really trade this pair, but so I can't tell you how many tick values I would need from this. But look at that. That look good enough to me. I'm sure I can get whatever I need within this right here. So yeah. Hopefully you got something from this. Hopefully this was easy to understand. I promise you it is as simple as it looks, So with that being said, I'm out.